Bette Davis was regarded as one of the most groundbreaking actresses of her time, with an aura of power and charisma that made it impossible to look away when she was on screen. On Saturday, Talking Pictures on BBC Two focuses on Davis's most memorable moments on screen, although her most well-known moment away from the cameras is arguably when she took Warner Bros. to court. The starlet was determined to become a film actress in the early 1930s after making her Broadway debut in 1929, but Hollywood would not be as kind to her as the stage was. She moved from New York to Hollywood to screen test for Universal Studios, which she failed, but was promptly used by the studio to help test some other actors. She eventually made her film debut in 1931 with Bad Sister, which flopped and was followed by a few more small roles. Davis would go on to appear in 6 unsuccessful films, all in 1932, and ultimately her contract with Universal Studios would not be renewed. At the last minute before she would return to New York, she was approached for a lead role in the Warner Bros. film The Man Who Played God. This 1932 film would thrust Davis into the Hollywood spotlight and encouraged her to sign a 5-year contract with the studio. In actuality, she would stay with the studio for 18 years, as a feud over the terms of her contract bound her to the production company. Davis was an up-and-coming star, winning an Academy Award for Best Actress and cementing her role as Hollywood royalty. She would star in a few more films in the 1930s but grew restless and in 1936 tried to break free from her contract with Warner Bros. Prompted by the fear that doing more mediocre films would crush her budding career, Davis willingly breached her contract. She accepted an offer to appear in 2 films in Britain, and once the studio found out, she fled to Canada to avoid being served the legal papers. Eventually, the case appeared in a British court, and Davis would later recall how the barrister representing the studio had called her a rather naughty young lady in the opening statement. Davis was specifically arguing to get out of her contract, which noted that if she refused a part she could be suspended without pay. Additionally, this period of suspension would be added to the overall length of her contract, extending the amount of time she would be controlled by the studio. Don't miss, it also reportedly said she could be called upon to play any part within her abilities and could be required to support a political party regardless of her beliefs. The highly publicized trial would mark Davis's legacy as one of the first women to sue a major film studio and had the potential to devastate her career. Regardless, Davis fought for her artistic freedom and acting career. She said to a journalist at the time, "If I continued to appear in any more mediocre pictures, I would have no career left worth fighting for." Unfortunately, she would ultimately lose the case and be forced back to the States to continue her work with Warner Bros. However, she was now incredibly well respected amongst her acting peers and became known for her headstrong personality. She had also inadvertently paved the way for other actresses, as Olivia de Havilland would tackle a similar case in 1943 and win. Warner Bros. Reportedly started offering Davis better roles in better films after the trial, one of which would earn her another Academy Award. Talking Pictures features Bette Davis on BBC Two at 1 p.m. today.